Time now is 7:24. The prolonged dry weather we've been having has left peatlands in the northwest of England in a dangerous condition, that's according to conservationists.
Now, when peat is wet, it sucks in and stores carbon. But obviously the ground is dry, so instead the peat is releasing carbon, which of course is damaging for the environment. Judy Hobson has more.
This landscape shouldn't look like this. The ground should be wet and muddy. Instead, it's cracking.
It's drier than even I thought it would be.
It's like a lunar landscape, isn't it? Peat should be damp. It should be really moist and wet, but it's just flaky. And this isn't just the surface. It's actually going down 4 or 5 feet to where the hydrology is actually now living at this time of year, because we're just not getting enough rainfall.
This peatland is in the process of being restored, re-wetted. A small area has retained water.
So sphagnum moss should be like this. It should be mainly water.
But prolonged dry weather makes restoring areas like this difficult, and peatlands are vital for our environment.
When it's wet, it'll suck in carbon and it'll store carbon. But this, at the moment, is letting carbon out, so it's doing the complete opposite job than it should be doing. So it's not good for the environment. I think it's climate change. I mean, I think this seems to be what the Wildlife Trust are saying. We are saying that climate change is affecting areas like this. The fact that the water table is so low.
Across much of the region, evidence of the exceptionally dry weather, even across the Pennines. This is Woodhead Reservoir. But water company United Utilities says their reservoirs in Cumbria are at near normal levels, so there are no plans to impose water restrictions. Back at Little Walden Moss, the teams are building barriers or bunds to help retain water in future. Rain is forecast this week, but it'll take months of wet weather to restore this area.
We need prolonged spells of rain. We need we really need the water to come back up to the surface, and that's not just going to happen because of a few days of rain. Our peatlands are doing really well, but if the situation continues, I think we're going to be really fighting a losing battle in many ways.
This isn't just a climate crisis, it impacts on biodiversity too. Conservationists say we must act quickly to reduce the impact that rising temperatures will have on these precious landscapes.
Judy Hobson, BBC News.